Good afternoon. Yeah, we're living the high life. Do you know where we're at? Yeah, we're in the Allegheny National Forest. And let me show you. We're doing a little easy car camping this weekend. Yeah, this is my old childhood campsite. I used to camp here with my parents back in the 70s. A little bit different now than it was then, but yeah, we're going to have ourselves a nice leisurely weekend. The weather's looking decent. Chance of rain. We got sprinkled on a little bit on the way here, but yeah, the North Country Trail is up in there somewhere, and supposedly there's a snowmobile road down the way here that I'm going to try and find a link up to it because I'd like to get some miles in. But mostly we're just here to kick back, relax, have a good time, eat, drink. We got the hot sausage, we got the onions and buns, so yeah. And I even have a real chair. So we'll go on down the way here and I'll show you what our campsite's all about. But this is going to be a goodie, I hope. I think. I know. All right. All right, we're set up down here. It's Cinco de Mayo. Did I tell you that? Yeah, we're gonna, first time out this year, we're gonna celebrate. I just wanna celebrate. Whoa. Yeah, Mr. Lazy's down here all set up. All right, I'll be back in a second. I ain't traversing this hill. You've seen me fall before. I ain't doing it again. All right, here's the campsite. This place is as prime now as it was 50 years ago. Here's Salmon Creek. And I'll walk you around. Let the sights do the talking. There's Todd's home. And I am way down here, hopefully out of the snoring zone. Yeah, I think I'm far enough away between the distance and the sound of the water. Plus I have earplugs. However, we do have neighbors right up there. So hopefully they're not jerks. Yeah, the creek runs different now than it did in 1970. This little island wasn't here. Still a pretty trout stream though. Salmon Creek. All right, I got my hammock all set up. Don't have my chair down here yet, but I even brought a full-size chair this time. No getting out of that Helinox thing that's 2 feet or 2 inches off the ground. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go get my chair, kick back with some Miller High Life. We'll be back. Good morning. It's 10 minutes after 6, Saturday, May 6th. Man, did I sleep. Wow. It's so nice and warm in here. I need to get out of here because I gotta pee. But I really don't want to leave because I'm guessing it's probably 40 degrees out there. But it's nice and toasty in here. Full moon last night. I was afraid my headlamp was going to take a dump again, but it flickered, but I never really needed it because the moon was so bright. But oh my, I got no intention of getting up anytime soon, but I am going to have to go out and find a friendly tree here in a minute. I go out, we'll take a look. Probably should be a good sunrise today. We'll see. Okay. I'll see you in a bit. Oh, good morning. I'm finally upright. I think it's about 7:30. I didn't really even look at the clock before I started this thing, but I slept good. I slept really good. Yeah, let's see, probably a good solid 9 hours. I'm gonna go up here and take a walk down Salmon Creek Road. I want to see who all's down here, because last night when I got up from the fire to pee, I looked down through between 2 trees and I could see another campfire on down the road here. Todd's over there. He's still dead to the world. I'm sure he won't be up for another hour or so. All right. All right, let's take a little walk down here. That is so much different down there than it was 50 years ago when I camped here with my parents. Because you used to be able to get a camper right down in there. I'm sure that's the same spot. Don't let the smoothness of this road deceive you in this spot, because getting down here, we nailed some pretty good potholes. All right, I'm going to turn my GPS on because I want to see the North Country trails to my right, not too far up in there, but I would think as close as it is, there might be a connector path up here somewhere. I'll turn my GPS on and see when I'm getting close. Yeah, here's some people down here with one of them snazzy rooftop campers on top of their car. Yeah, right there is what we used to call the rock. And when we were kids, we'd put our inner tubes in up there where we were camped. And then we'd float down Salmon Creek here, down to that rock. And then we'd take out, walk back up the road, do it all over again. We could do that for hours. We'd do it all day. Yeah, those were good times. There wasn't anything designated here 50 years ago. In fact, they chopped the trees down to keep you out of some of them places for a while. It's a little after 11:30 in the morning. It's 6 de Mayo, and I'm on my way to do a little exploring. There's supposed to be a connector trail up here, looks rather short, that connects to the North Country Trail. I'm going to see if I can find that and make my way to the 2-mile campsite. That's a campsite I've been wanting to check out for a while, so we're off. Nice day, warming up nicely. Let's do it. I'm at this little pull off about 1.5 miles from our campsite on Salmon Creek Road, and I think this is a waypoint that I kind of crossed up from a map and pasted over to my Gaia GPS app that's on my phone. It looks like there should be some kind of trailer right away up here that goes up and connects with the North Country Trail. But so far, all I'm seeing is water and mud. What do we have here? Don't know. Hey, a bee just buzzed by me, and I saw a tiger swallowtail butterfly too when I went to leave to come up here. All right, if I find something, I'll be back. By golly, I think I'm on to something. This is about, a quarter mile or so from where I parked. Let's see how muddy this is and what it does and where it goes. I'm going to track this on the GPS just to see how far it is up there. All right, this used to be a Forest Service road. This is only about 200 feet from Salmon Creek Road. And I'd say the North Country Trail is just up here, just a little bit. Hey, would you look at that? NCT 0.14 from the road. So probably, I don't know, 0.2 or so from where I parked. Okay, I'm on North Country Trail now. These miles count. Proof. Boy, there's certainly no shortage of water around here right now. Flowing everywhere. And I'm coming up on pretty good sized waterway that I think is 4 mile run. I mean, at least it's flowing. It sounds like it's pretty good size. And there should be a campsite up here that I've been to before, but I'm thinking it was in the late fall or sometime during the winter when there wasn't any leaves on the trees. We'll see what it looks like now. This is quite flat. I wonder if it was railroad grade at one time. Don't see any evidence of that, but it's nice walking, I'll tell you that. I am walking to 4 Mile Camp with a big blue blaze and a cherry tree. Ooh, ooh. I am walking to 4 Mile Camp with a big blue blaze and a cherry tree. Ooh, ooh. I've gone 3/4 of a mile from where I crossed that or met that gate where that connector trail merged with the NCT, and I passed 4 Mile Run campsite back there. I failed to see any signs that designates that as an NCT campsite, and to me it doesn't look the best. I was there one time, I think it was 2 years ago. I hiked in from the other way on the Kellettville side, and if I remember correctly, there were no leaves on the trees then, and to me I couldn't believe it was a campsite, and looking at it again I still can't believe it's a campsite, but I'll show it to you on the way back. So to get there from Salmon Creek Road, you got, I'm going to call it 7/8 to 1 mile, something like that. And then there was like another 1/4 mile down from where I parked. So it's an easy one to get to, but I'll show it to you when I get there and you can make your own assessments. I'm back to where this campsite's supposed to be, according to my research, GPS coordinates. I will say, if you got a tent, here's a nice little grassy spot that might work for you. But I don't see any of those signs, those little brown signs with the tent on it. However, I do see evidence of people having camped over there, and by golly, now that I'm looking at it again, I see one spot where you could hang a hammock. Of course, you could put a tent there, but should I try and get across there and look at this? I don't think it's worth it. Oh, something else I should mention is I saw a pile of bear poop on my way here, so I should probably start being a little mindful of my surroundings, because I'm sure they have cubs right now. I sure as hell don't want to meet any sows with cubs. Okay, I'm not crossing that. I'm going to keep going. I take that back, not 20 feet from where I just stopped. There's my sign. I suppose if you want to go for it. Don't look that great to me though. I lied to you. I came down here to look at this thing a little closer. It is a pretty little area. Real nice watershed here, but I don't know, I don't know. Don't look like anywhere I'd want to camp. I mean, is it really worth crossing this creek to get over there? I don't see how it is. Should I try and cross that? Ah, jeez. I'm back up on trail. I didn't cross. I just don't think it's worth it. There's another campsite close by, Little Salmon. I think I'm gonna check it out too. We'll see if it's any better. I kept saying all winter I was anxious to get off of railroad grades of the NCT and get back in the woods, but this had to have been a railroad grade at one time or another. Although I see no evidence of any ties, or, you know, usually you see ties or something laying around, or evidence that there was trains came through. But this is so flat and relatively straight. It has to have been. Follows right alongside 4 Mile Run. Really beautiful. Really beautiful. I'm back to my connector. NCT goes up over the hill that way. I'm going this way down the hill a quarter mile or so back to the Jeep, and then it's on to the next spot. I didn't track this the first time up, so I want to see how far it is. It was 0.22 from where I met up with the NCT back to my Jeep. 0.22. And once I got back down here, I didn't notice them on the way up, but there's signs about a buried gas line, so I'm guessing that trail right there follows a gas line right away, would be my assumption. Well, I found my other mark, and this is rather interesting. I don't know if there's a well up there or what, but there's a gate, and we have this. But according to my GPS app, I should run into the North Country Trail up here just a little ways. So let's see what happens. 6 miles to Marionville. This is my trail. And in the background I can hear the roaring of a pump, assuming for some kind of gas production. Let's see what's up here. In western Pennsylvania, this is what we call a hill. Other places, they call it a mountain. This is going to take me a little while to get up. Well, that was only 0.2 of a mile, but that was steep. All right, I think we still got a little bit of uphill here until it flattens out on the ridge. And then it should be pretty clear sailing from there, I hope. Holy shit. Look at that. And the sad part is, I'm not even to the North Country Trail yet. Oh, wow. I think it's time for a break. Holy crap. I don't know how much elevation I've gained, but this is too much for an old man. All right, I'm at the top of that climb, and that was brutal. It was only 3/8 of a mile, but that was brutal. Yeah, here's the North Country Trail. Blue Blaze trail sign. All right, 4 Mile campsite should be up here Or little salmon, I mean. All right, we're finally on this dirt single track that I've been longing for all winter. Little salmon campsite should be up here about 4 tenths or so. Yeah, this is what I was afraid of. I came from up there and I hear water clear down there, and I'm going to Little Salmon Creek campsite, so you know what that means, don't you? Yeah. Besides the uphill I took to get here, I'm gonna have to climb back up out of here too. Oh well, I'm young. Yeah. Oh wow. I just heard a human voice, but I don't see anybody. We're at Little Salmon Creek. Oh, there is people back there. We're at Little Salmon Creek in the Little Salmon Creek campsite. God bless the person who built this bridge and drug this shit down in here, stuff down in here. Oh, that is pretty. That was worth almost going into cardiac arrest for. All right, campsite's back here. We'll see if these people are camping or just sightseeing like me. Cripe, I met some people down here and got to BS, and I almost forgot to video this site. So this is Little Salmon Creek campsite, and I think I hiked about a total of probably 1.2 or 1.1 miles to get here. Nice little tent spot. Hammocks. If you stretch your hammock across the trail, you could probably pull it off. I know that's kind of rude, but you know, right over there is 2 trees. A nice little table right there, and then creek's right there. There's 2 trees right there. If you strung across the trail, you could do it too. But I mean, it's not the NCT, it's just the connector back here. But you know, if you're here, chances are nobody else is going to come in. All right, that's a Little Salmon. Now I got a pretty good hill to get out of here. So this old man, you know, so how is that sandwich?
Got a mouthful now.
All right, that meets with your approval.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good morning. It is Sunday morning, May 7th. It's about 5 minutes after 8. And I've been awake for a while, but I got up to pee and I got my tarp folded back halfway so I can just lay here and look out once in a while. Here, I'll show you. A little cloudier than it was yesterday morning. I think it's supposed to rain this afternoon, so I should probably get my butt moving and get this stuff tore down. But it's so nice and warm and comfy in here, you know? I came out on this little sandbar to get some pictures with the camera. It'd be a lot easier to cross that log, but carrying probably $2,000 worth of camera and a phone, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do it. I'll better stick to the dry land, which is this way. I'm all torn down. Right here's where I was. No trace. Todd's actually up and around. Gonna get some breakfast. It rained a little while ago, just a few drops. It looked like it was gonna rain, that's why I got up and tore down. The sun tried to peek out a couple times, but it didn't work. And I think it's gonna rain later. So we'll get some breakfast and get on our way. All right, the fire's been doused. Everything is cleaned up. We've gone over the place at least twice. We have left no trace. The campsite's better than we found it, I guess. So, until next time, I'd like to get back here again sometime. But from Salmon Creek in the Allegheny National Forest, we'll see you later.